How's it going, everybody? So today's a big day. We are going to be harvesting corn silage. We're going to be filling this first bunker silo. Corn silage is the main ingredient in our dairy cow feed mix. You know, if we can get it harvested and stored properly, we're putting ourselves in a good position to be able to feed cows the next year. Right now my dad's finishing up the feeding for this morning. Just mixing a little batch for the heifers. The goal for today is to make another bunker like this one. You see we got it packed in here, solid as a rock, plastic covering it to seal it up. We have a little bit of corn left in this third bunk. Those two are empty. Today we're going to start with the center one. So we have a crew with the big forage harvester and wagons coming around 9 a.m. It's 7:30 right now. Got a few people on the way. They're going to help me lay plastic out. We're going to drape it over the walls, and then once we have the bunk full, we can just fold them back over the top, and it'll just kind of seal those corners up real nice. I'm just going to get our sweeper attachment on the skid loader and clean up this mud a little bit at the end of the bunker. All right, my help is here. I'll roll this plastic out. So just keep it as close to the wall as you can and roll it down through. There's no wind this morning, so this shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna roll it on the outside of the walls and then just pull it over. So we want the white to end up on top then. So we're gonna go down onto the ground like a foot around the corner. We'll drape it over the side walls first, and then we'll do the back. So this is all we have left from last year. Here, Cass, think fast. Nice catch. Okay, I'm gonna put off two things. Okay, so my sisters were helping put the tarps on the walls. They want to say bye.
We'll be back later.
They're also the ones that do the merch, so link in description. So I had Mike, Cody helping too. So they're about to get started. I'm following one of the carts right now. We're gonna be starting in one of our rented fields. It's the farthest from our farm. It's about 2 miles. He's putting a liquid product in his chopper. It's an inoculant. It just helps the forage to ferment properly, keep it from spoiling. 2 gallons will do 400 tons, so it's just a very small amount. This was the first field we planted this spring, right around the end of April. It's just one field at this farm we rent. It's about 11 acres. Start here. So we got 7 inches of rain last week. A little worried it's going to be a little muddy, but we don't really have any choice. We're making corn silage. We're not just going after the ear with the grain on it. Taking the whole stalk, so they're cutting it off 8 inches off the ground, and it's just chopping that whole stalk up. So we got stalk, leaves, grain, corn cobs in there. It's a good combination for feeding dairy cows. Oh, I love that smell. 7 inches of rain within the last week and barely making any tracks. I know it won't all be like that. We got some lower spots in certain fields. There's the first load on its way home. Try and beat him back, so I'm ready to spread the silage out. We want to make sure those tarps aren't going to move all day. Just got back to the bunk. This wall for some reason flipped out that way. I guess the breeze kicked up a little. Not a big deal, but I need somebody to help me pull it back over then. These wagons unload out the front into the silo, or they can switch them so that they unload out the back. It's a lot quicker for bunkers. It's the best smell. Feels about right to me. We're shooting for about 67–68% moisture. So 2/3 of the way to this is just water. So yeah, we'll have to run a test then, but to me it feels about right. The silage pusher rig just showed up. It's got a MX 260 with the blade on the front of it. It's the second load coming in. We're gonna use a skid loader to put some weight on this plastic. Pretty much got all the plastic pinned down now. So now we're ready for the big case to come in with the blade on it. He's gonna build a little wedge in the back and he's gonna make layers. Each load will kind of push out, make a 6-inch layer, and then we'll pack it down. We want to get it packed really good, force all the oxygen out, so that way it won't spoil. It's got a big concrete weight on the back just to add extra weight. It can pack better. So it should take right around 100 loads to fill this one. So the silage harvester has a set of rollers in it that it all runs through, and it's supposed to crush the kernels. We want to make sure that there's no whole kernels. We want to make sure they're crushed up so the cows can digest the starch in them. So we got 1/2 kernel, a couple quarter kernels I'd say, but yeah, pretty good. For years we've had a 7250 case with we put a big concrete block on and use that to pack. Yeah, we sold that tractor this summer. So now we're gonna just use this vibrating sheep's foot roller. We did use one like this in the past. Felt like it did a good job. So we're renting this machine. So I'm gonna take that up on the bunk then once he gets going a little bit and the pile is a little bit bigger. I wanna get the roller going on that bunk pretty soon, but I wanna go back and check the field out a little bit more, see how the chopping's going. We don't own any of the equipment running today. We're running 4 carts, forage harvester. It just makes sense for us to pay somebody to come in with really nice equipment and do it. Guess we'll fire up the sheep's foot roller, get to packing. This thing's working pretty good. I gotta go get some shorts on. It's a little warm on there. They just finished up with the first 11-acre field. Now they're moving over to the quarry farm. Seemed like it yielded pretty good. I'm not sure how many loads they got. We like to use the sheep's footed roller instead of a flat roller. Kind of packs down to the second level, stabs in, and seems to do a really good job. I like to get this back edge built up a little more, and that way I can drive out past and get my roller right to the edge of the wall. Can't do that right now. If you piled this silage and it was all fluffed up and not packed, it would start to compost and break down. It's kind of a boring job, but it's an important one. I don't mind doing it. See how much that sunk down. Say we're about a third full. So my dad's running the roller now. I'm gonna go check out the chopper again. It's a little bit of a drive. The field I grabbed a couple samples from different times. A little bit of a low area there, it's a little muddy. We have over 70 loads in the bunk now. There's a good amount of space there in the front, so we're gonna start filling that. So our dairy nutritionist gave us this little unit to try. It's a product called Guardian. It's made for dry hay bales, but I'm thinking if we get that on the surface and then run over it with that roller a little bit, it'll help keep that mold from happening on top like it does sometimes. It's kind of an experiment. So it's just after 6 p.m. So they want to keep working after they get this first one full, so we got to lay the plastic out so that they can just transfer over to the second one. We got plastic laid out for that wall on the left and the one on the back. So we're trying to spray this product on quick, and Dad's got it going. Gonna spray it on the surface and then roll it in a little bit. Chopper's gonna have to stop a little bit. We want to pull the plastic up on the sides, and then we have to lay new plastic down for that wall for the second bunker they're gonna do there. This is the last load going in. We're just gonna shape it up and start covering. So we told them to quit on this one. They're starting on the second one. They're gonna have to stop soon though. We're not quite ready for this side. Ready. We got a bunch of help. Oh man, we're gonna pull that up here?
Yeah. Oh, with your muscles, we could do it with ease.
Yeah, try it. It's gonna be heavy.
Stop tipping it.
Yeah. We got the back wall pulled up first. We're gonna roll out the plastic now for this wall right away so they can fill against it. Thankfully the wind stopped this evening, so this is pretty easy. We don't usually fill the bunks back to back like this. It's just an added challenge. We have the two sidewalls pulled over now. You can see the advantage of this. This plastic runs the whole way down to the floor, and we can fold it over top and just seals that corner up really well. Now we're gonna run a cap piece through, and it's gonna come up along the side, keep the water out, and we'll have a double layer of plastic. Kind of hard to see, but we got the plastic all out and stretched, and now we're putting tires on. Put a few sandbags right on the edge to hold it in place, and then we're just gonna cover everything with tires. We want to force all that air out, keep all the oxygen out so this stuff can ferment and make quality feed. One tire at a time, Mike. wasn't bad. We got so many people.
We're half tired.
Okay, it's about 11:30. We're gonna wrap it up for the night. We did about half of that second bunker. We're gonna pick it up in the morning, so I'll probably make a new video tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys.